What's going on, everybody? Chris here from Friendly Frenzy Games. We are back with some more tape to tape here. Gonna do another expert playthrough, hopefully make it further than we have before. Gonna quickly go over some patch notes, as we did have a patch that released yesterday, patch 0.1.5. Only going to highlight some of the things that we've actually kind of noted in our previous playthroughs here, as that's kind of what's most applicable to us and kind of things that we've spent discussing if you've watched any of our playthroughs before. There's a little bit more involved in these patch notes than we're going to talk about, but again, just to kind of highlight some of the things that we've kind of run into. So the first thing really is just some of the goalie reworks. So they've been made to better anticipate player and puck movement. I would imagine this is going to be our goalie and the computer goalie. Billy Butcher, which is our goalie specifically, has received minor buffs on all difficulties, which is really cool. We don't necessarily know what these buffs are applicable to or how much it's been buffed, but he's received, or should be better anyways, in all of the difficulties, which is super awesome. They've also, being the goalies, have received small tweaks for passes. So again, obviously this is something that we've noted in the last couple of patch note updates here, that they've been working really hard on trying to get the passes to go to the intended receiver. Obviously something that's carried through the last couple of patch updates here, so just a little bit more progress on that. Goalies aside, there's been some expert AI tweaks that now allow the AI to dodge more contact than often, and I feel like it might have been the last playthrough that we had where we seemed to be able to line up checks a little easier than maybe on standard. I guess maybe there was reason for that, not quite sure, but apparently that has since been adjusted, so we'll see how much that affects our playthrough this time. They've also reworked the puck puncher, which is the talent, to now perform a wrist shot over a weak lob. I'm only kind of mentioning this one specifically because it's one that we have actually used in a video or two. Obviously not one that would be our go-to kind of talent there, but just because we have used it, again, I just wanted to kind of highlight that. They've also removed this talent from some of the Greasy lettuce players. I didn't realize that they had it, but Calvin Dord had it, and one of their other forwards had it, I believe. So that's since been removed, so it's always kind of nice when they're able to strip back some of these computer players. Another thing to note also is that the shot modifiers that affect either your team or that specific player with puck puncher ability, so example, the curveball one, is now going to be applied to the shot from the puck puncher, which is pretty cool. Also, shot tips are more accurate and effective, so you have a higher chance in fooling the goalie now with shot tips, which is super helpful. And then finally, Kelly Jelly is, I believe, the first superstar that I've seen to actually receive a little bit of a nerf. They've went through and nerfed her accuracy against the Greasy Lettuce team specifically, which is interesting because you wouldn't necessarily think that attributes apply differently depending on the team that you're playing, but apparently this one does. Kelly Jelly obviously has pretty decent accuracy. I want to say it's usually between 40 and 50 when you pick her as your secondary superstar. So it's interesting that they would choose Greasy Lettuce to nerf it against. I feel like that's the most complicated or the most difficult elite game that we ever play in Act 1. I'm not sure if it's the same for everybody else, but I definitely feel like they are the most difficult challenge in Act 1, aside from the boss game, obviously. But out of the 3 elite teams that you have the opportunity to face, I definitely feel like they are the most difficult. We're going to pop in and start a fresh expert campaign playthrough here. I did record about an hour this morning, and then the file got corrupted, but honestly, you did not miss much of anything. I literally got mopped by Greasy Lettuce back-to-back as a first elite game playthrough in Act 1 twice. The second one, I made it to the officials. Sorry, I guess my third playthrough all in that hour. I made it to the officials just to lose that game, so I've had a tough day so far on here. Again, I wish the file didn't get corrupted, but it did. You might notice that my rubber is a little higher. Actually, I have 0 right now, but if you're wondering where the disconnect is from this video compared to our last video, that's where it is. I just spent whatever rubber I had in getting Angus the additional speed boost here, so it's getting very expensive. Obviously you can see now to get him 1 point of speed is going to cost us 45 rubber. Getting very, very, very expensive here, especially considering, I mean, on a good day, the most rubber you can get in a match is like 10 or 13, so it's going to be very expensive from here on out to continue to work on Angus here, but let's start this playthrough. Let's see how much we can rip up. I'm hoping that I have more luck this time than I did our first kind of thing. I'm glad, honestly, you guys didn't get a chance to see it because I was baffled. I don't understand why Greasy Lettuce seems to be so much harder now than they were before, and they were not an easy team to play in the first place, but we'll see if we can replicate this morning. I'm hoping that we don't. I really want to make it as far at the very least as we have been consistently here, but I really want to be able to make it through the first elite game in Act 2 on Expert again, but let's see how we do. Gonna go ahead, throw dash on Angus here. And I had tried every combination possible this morning with each of the 3 playthroughs. I had tried with Calvin for the first time ever, I tried with Rory, and I tried with Kelly, and I could not seem to really get anywhere. I'm going to try with Rory again because I made it the farthest with him in my most recent plays. So let's go ahead, give Rory another chance here. The brothers are going to get back together and shack up. Mark Bench, he's been a stud for us every couple of playthroughs. Stevie Lauder's also been coming in pretty clutch. You can see here that all of our bench warmers actually have pretty balanced stats. We only have 1 red stat, which is super nice, and it's shot power, which, I mean, isn't a bad thing. If you're going to have a red stat, shot power isn't the end of the world to have. Curious to see where the game's going to pick all of these guys. I'm thinking that Stevie Lauder would make the most sense as our winger. I don't know if it's going to automatically plug in Mark Bench, but we'll see how it goes. Usually it looks like they do it based on overalls here, but we'll see. Not going to spend too much time talking about all these different artifacts and abilities, as I believe for the most part anyways, we've gotten to the point now where we've done enough videos talking about all of our different options here, and I believe we're starting to see kind of the same things over and over and over again here. But for right now, what I want to do is I'll focus on what I'm choosing and kind of explain my rationale in choosing why, but I'm not really going to spend any time on picking why I'm not choosing the other ones. So we'll go ahead and pump Holiest Grenade right now. All of our bench warmers are going to get 20 checking, so essentially giving 20 checking to 3 players off the start is pretty sweet. Honestly, I wish it was something other than checking, but it is what it is right now. We're going to just quickly see what our overall team looks like here. You can see our right defender with a 44 overall is a pretty hot start. He's actually pretty good. I might switch him because having that kind of accuracy, my only issue with that is he's a little slower than everybody else, but at the same time though, if he's got decent shot power, relatively good checking, and good accuracy, I am actually going to switch him for Mark Bench. So we'll put him up on the wing with us. Hopefully get a chance to upgrade his speed a little later, but 48 accuracy is kind of hard to pass up, because even if he can just get to the front of the net the odd time and can chip in a couple of wristers there, we'll see how we go. Gonna hop into this first challenge game in our expert playthrough, fresh playthrough, Act 1 here. Let's see how we go. Hopefully, again, have some better success than I was having this morning. Really don't know why my file got corrupted, but it sucks to have spent an hour and essentially make it nowhere. But again, at the same time, I'm glad that wasn't the playthrough that I succeeded on everything, because I really want to be able to document that for you guys, especially for the ones who've been with us since the very beginning. Truly appreciate it. It'll be a nice little fun way to kind of encapsulate this entire process here. So gonna just keep chugging along here, throwing some checks. I feel like these challenge games are so much easier than what the elite games are, and I know that's probably by design, but honestly, I'm having such a hard time with the elite games ever since this patch. Maybe it's just in my head, but I feel like this patch made the computers so much better. I completely understand that this game is on expert difficulty, but I cannot believe how much I was struggling this morning. I did not feel like I was playing bad at all, but my games, I was essentially doubling everybody's shot totals, and the goalies were just standing on their head, and I had to work for everything. I had to work for everything on the ice this time. We're going to go ahead. I don't like any of these, to be completely honest. We're going to go ahead, try the new puck puncher, especially since it's been kind of developed here, reworked a little bit through the patch notes. That'll be a little bit interesting. With this, I'm assuming that our accuracy should carry over, so let's go ahead, just on the odd chance that Angus McShaggy is down in front of the net. If we can get his additional accuracy there, if he can shoot basically from a down position, that's kind of helpful. We're going to go through, let's do the camp, because I don't really feel like messing around with events right now. I don't care so much for getting everybody's checking up. Nobody's in the red, so I'm not really concerned about pulling them out of that. We do want to go through and get 3 overall to everybody here and we are against the Meatballs in our first Elite game. I didn't happen to notice actually what our second Elite game is going to be. I didn't notice if it's Greasy Lettuce or Top Cheese, but we'll see. Out of the 3 runs that I did a little earlier today, I did not pull Meatballs once. It was Top Cheese and Greasy Lettuce always. So interesting to see how this game's going to go for us, but we'll see here if I run into as much trouble as I was earlier. Like I said, I felt like I had to be kind of everywhere, all over the ice, and doing everything to get anything on these guys, whereas like they were able to just basically walk in, not have to do much, and it just essentially turned my goalie to rubble. So see, we're getting a couple of good chances pretty early here. A couple of bad angles though on my part, honestly. These checks, even with our guys having relatively strong checking, don't seem to do much damage. I don't know why that is. Again, even still with the Tomahawk, I don't feel like it's nearly as successful as I've had it in the past. It just does not seem to do any damage. You can see, like, just with that, they were able to, I mean, it was a lucky bounce. We got in the way of it a little bit to kind of stop its initial trajectory to the net there, but that little bounce, they were able to clean that rebound out nicely. But again, like, still a pretty effortless play here. We're dominating a lot of puck possession at this point. It's just, ooh, we got really lucky there. Our guy hanging out at the top of the circle. Nice slap shot through. Buster Brewster already appreciating being able to move him up to the wing there. Little balanced attack. Couple of chances there from Angus, but you can see that these checks don't seem to be pulling these guys off the puck, and our checking isn't even bad. I know, obviously, again, with the patch notes is that they're supposed to dodge contact more frequently than they have been. Totally understand with that, but I just don't understand why we are essentially doing nothing when we do hit a check. Makes it really kind of pointless to me right now to feel like I should even be bothering at all. And I can pretty much tell you that I think that's probably the quickest 2 goals that I've had in an Elite game now all day. So feeling pretty good about that. I don't feel like I'm playing any different, but who knows. We'll see how the rest of this goes. I'm going to try and just get past this morning's hump because I did really feel like an anomaly, but it felt like everything that I was trying to do at every turn, I could not get anything done. But again, though, dominating the play right now. I don't know if the stat sheet would reflect that, but I feel like we're dominating the play. Let's take a quick peek, even though it's not going to change anything. I'm just kind of genuinely curious. Yeah, 11-5. So again, we've doubled up on shots. We've only got, do we have a 1-goal lead, or is it tie? Okay, we have a 1-goal lead here. So let's see if we can continue with this here. Nice little flip to Angus. Ooh, double, had a chance there for a good rebound. Goalie stood on his head there too. Nice save by our goalie. We had our entire team in the net there helping out a little bit, but nice chance. Good Tomahawk. Nice that it actually did some damage there. Good check too, did some damage. Put some speed on Angus. I don't know why Rory was just chilling up here. Another nice little chance, but that goalie saved it up over the glass. Nice slap by Rory, got some space. So this game is going way better than anything that I had played this morning, so I'm happy about that. Because I'm telling you, I honestly had 2 straight runs where I was eliminated in the first Elite game, which was so demoralizing, and then I got eliminated in the boss game. This feels more like what it used to feel like. I'm still kind of dominating the play. I'm all over the ice, but I don't have to work as hard. It wasn't letting me complete passes. I couldn't get checks. None of my shots were going through, and like, I'm not even exaggerating the fact that I was doubling up on shots in these previous games. And we'll see. If we're against the Greasy Lettuce, you'll probably see what I'm talking about. They just feel so unbalanced compared to all of these other teams that you seem to play in Act 1. Again, I'm not looking for a cakewalk here at all. I understand that it's expert and, you know, whatever, but it's amazing how good they feel without even really using their abilities. So we'll see. We'll see. Done kind of a lot of talking here, but obviously here, 24-6 for shots. Crazy game. Rebound Magnet. I can never pass this up. I wonder if it stacks on top of Puck Puncher, because even if Angus is down, if it's going to kind of shoot out to him so he can punch it in, that'd be super sweet. Let's keep stacking Angus, but I, at the same time, want to be kind of a little conscious anyways, in that if we do, by some chance in hell, make it to the Cup Cultists, I want to have at least one other option besides our superstar players, just in case they get frozen out and taken out of the play. We're going to need to be able to rely on just more than our superstars here. So nice little chance from Rory. Good shot. We wanted that one. One of the other things too that I should have mentioned in our patch notes chat from a little earlier, just because again we have seen it quite a few times, is the slap shots. So they were supposed to have adjusted the animation lock on slap shots, so you aren't kind of trapped in that for as long as you were before. That's something that we'd kind of noticed quite a few times, where in our last couple of videos we would have somebody basically charging up for a slap shot. They wouldn't get possession of the puck and they would just kind of be locked to that animation. So the patch notes made it that there have been adjustments to that, even though when we were playing through this morning didn't really see any indication of that, so that was kind of discouraging. We'll have to see. We have random skill here, and this is exactly what I'm talking about, trying to pump up one of our other players here. I want to make all of our forward options viable before we start going defense first here. So let's put this one on Brewster. It's going to give him an ability. Obviously, we already have something on Angus, and we have something on Rory. So I don't remember what his first name is here, but Brewster's going to have a chance to get an ability at the beginning of every game. It's going to be random, so we don't necessarily know what we're going to have the opportunity to play with there, but super helpful that he's going to be able to have something. Now we have 3 players here, so he got Head Smasher, which I just slap-shotted that guy in the face, and it didn't do anything. It was actually more of a disadvantage for me. It didn't even make him fall to his knees. We ended up losing our stick because of it, so that didn't really help. Head Smasher is probably my least favorite ability that we have unlocked to date, but yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it. I really do wish random skill would let you test out some of the other skills that are in the game, as opposed to just kind of going through your skill bank that you have unlocked right now and that you've actually purchased. I feel like that would really kind of help make that even cooler. But we'll see how it goes anyways. Hopefully it works out for us. Nice Tomahawk on Willie Bree. Got really lucky. Just couldn't get possession of the puck there, which kind of sucks. Nice shot from them. And you can see too that we got really lucky and don't have to play Greasy Lettuce this time. Had that rebound scoop back out to Angus after the initial shot, which is awesome. Again, I love Rebound Magnet. We're starting to get it a lot more than we have in the past, which is awesome. I really want to get that quick draw too. When we played with that last episode, it was super, super cool, very fast. I think it's the first time that we've actually picked to use it. First time that we've actually probably seen it as an option. There is a superstar that comes kind of preloaded with it, but I don't remember who it is. We don't have it unlocked anyways, or we don't have that superstar unlocked anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But as you can see, I just tried to take away Cam, his shot there as an option. But again, like, we have Angus's checking is pretty much through the roof. Angus had a good check, or Rory had a good check there, but his checking is basically through the roof. I mean, he's at like 50 or 60 or something, so pretty good stats, but like, it does not seem to do a whole lot of damage even still. So especially with computers having the ability to dodge more checks now, I just have a hard time trying to figure out why it would be a viable option. Like, why you would spend time checking, because even when you can line one up, and it's very similar to the Tomahawk right now too, where, I mean, if you throw your stick and it doesn't actually make, I mean, even if you hit the Tomahawk and it doesn't actually flatten the computer, you're just at a disadvantage because you can't actually do anything if you're able to free up the puck anyways, because you don't have a stick. So Tomahawk, as much as I love it when it works. I hate it when it doesn't work. If I miss it, that's on me, but if I throw it and it hits somebody and it doesn't register, or you can't actually do anything with it beyond that, I really feel like it's a pointless skill. If it's based on checking, that I understand. Again, like, I wouldn't expect somebody with, 10 checking if they throw a Tomahawk to be able to knock these people down, but I feel like with Rory and with Angus, if they have, 50, 60 checking and you're chucking a Tomahawk, it should do some damage. But again, like, we're running into a lot of instances where even with a hit Tomahawk, it doesn't do anything, so it's kind of discouraging. But again, on the odd time that it works, I just feel like it's so useful. Again, it's very dependent on being able to line it up. But again, at least if it's me kind of screwing it up, then it's on me, as opposed to like kind of breaking the game. Mind you, these last couple of Tomahawks, we've had some pretty good luck in them working. If I had a little stronger of a shot there, I might have been able to scoot that rebound out to Angus. You could see he wanted it. Gonna head smash it. Oh, I tried. I was gonna try and head smash that again. But again, like, I don't see why that's a very viable skill either. There is one that you can unlock that's a little bit more expensive a little later that actually deflects off a face. I just don't know why it's beneficial to shoot a puck off of your opponent's face. Like, I guess it could eliminate them from being in front of you, but if it's going to make you lose possession of the puck, you could basically just check them. Got very tight in there. Nice little hat trick from Angus here. So we ended up mercying our last 2 elite games, which I can't explain what's happening because this is so different than when we had last played. From our last episode, I feel like, and from our last kind of earlier playthrough where the file corrupted. So I just don't understand what's actually going on. With this one here, we're going to go ahead. I don't really like the other 2. I don't really see much of a benefit from them. Right now, we're going to go through Can of Worms. Angus is going to get double benefits from resting at campsites. So this isn't going to affect our bench warmers at all. It kind of might be a little counterproductive, but at the same time, it's the only one where I actually see might help us a little bit here. So if he's going to get double stats from resting, we're going to get 3 overall to everybody else, and Angus is going to get 6 overall. I really like the idea of accuracy here, but everybody's got reasonably decent accuracy that it's not super helpful that we get. Not that it's not helpful, but it's not super pressing that we get. We'll go ahead, let's take the overall. As much as I really wanted a talent from that challenge game, because of Can of Worms, it's kind of made me rethink a little bit here how we want to continue to balance this out a little bit. I don't know I'm going to go to every camp and pump Angus because, again, we really do need to round out the entire team. I guess essentially we are kind of doing that because it's an overall boost that we're getting, but we'll see how it all works out here. Obviously, we are in our first boss game at the end of Act 1 on Expert against the officials. Hopefully get an early goal so we can kind of wipe the one that they call back off. We have Head Smasher ability again on our winger here. Not super useful, but it's what we have, so we're going to play with it. I'm trying to switch back to Rory so I can get this Tomahawk, but it would not let me. Nice little switch there. Flick it to Rory. Good little shot. Not real any power on it, but just kind of got sucked into the pads there. Good check from Angus. Good Tomahawk, but you can see if it wasn't for that boomerang kind of effect there off the boards, we would not have taken that ref down, and it wouldn't have done anything if we would have just been left without a stick and then him streaking up the sideboards there. So Tomahawk is becoming increasingly annoying to use even when you can use it effectively, or when you use it properly anyways. Again, like, I totally understand if I miss, but got really lucky there. Nice little rebound magnet out to Angus. It's going to get called off because it's the first goal of the game. If they scored the first goal of the game, it would have stayed, but because we scored it, they're going to wipe it off the board, so that's totally fine here. Now at least we know we are just playing the game. Ooh, I'm surprised they didn't count that one, because a lot of the times when they ring one off the post, they're going to just count it, even though it shouldn't actually count. Rory, good shot. A little bit more accuracy there would have helped us get it to where we actually wanted it to go, but it was close enough anyways. Not sure what's going on with that ref. He's just kind of buried back there, but let's see if we can get this to Angus again. Had a little bit of a chance. Throwing a couple of checks there, not being able to take that guy out of the play. Let's see what we can do with this. Boot this back up to Rory. Good steal from them. Had an issue with corralling that. Oh, right into the goalie's or right into the ref's legs. Have Mark Louder. Or Stevie Louder. Little shot, little rebound. Angus was there for it, but it went into a couple of legs there and then just kind of fluttered into the goalie, which kind of sucks. Had a good chance there. Wasn't really sure what I was going to do with Rory, if I was going to try and carry it a little further into the zone. Trying to take away some of the space here on these refs so they don't get an easy shot or an easy passing opportunity when they carry it into the zone, but use this dash on Angus. Here, Rory. Good slap. Wasn't enough to create a rebound. That would have been pretty sweet. Hope to go backhand with that on Angus, but again, it did not poke out to us. Haven't really had a chance to use Tomahawk a whole lot because every time I switch, we're not getting... Wow, 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 wow! Our goalie could not hold on to that. Not too much we could do with that one. The goalie just kind of the ref just kind of hand passed it. It's kind of annoying because he's not even playing, but again, it's just what you kind of get with the refs here. I feel like we've been all over them, but maybe not. They had a couple of good instances in our zone. Okay, they've actually outshot us, so time on attack is considerably lower than usual here, only 39 seconds to 22, so not too much going on in this game. Nice little chance there. Would have been nice to get a little bit more power on it, a little bit more speed. Might have been able to get past the goalie a little quicker. Good Tomahawk, but again, did absolutely nothing. Didn't even register on him, and you can tell we hit him. Gonna dash up with Angus again, see if we can spring Rory. No, they got a stick in the lane there. Did not make it easy for us to pass. Nice little block. Tried to split the defenders there. You can see our entire team's just kind of bunched up here. Can't seem to get it past these guys. Nice check. Having issues completing some passes. Goalie came out way far to play that. Good Tomahawk. Angus almost got around that. Tomahawk there. Tried to check him, but I missed. He's going to take that pass. Ooh, they got lots of guys up here. See if we can dash through again. Ooh, nice shot from Angus. Might have saved the game there. I didn't think there wasn't a whole lot of power on that one. It was just a nice quick little wrister. Obviously we've been spending a lot of rubber on getting him accuracy and shot power, so it's nice that we get a little something there. We don't usually get those ones without having to slap them in, but again, nice that we were able to. Ooh. I kind of cut that one off on myself. Get Angus back into play here. Good check. Nice to be able to take away that rebound on our own. Switch this one to Brewster. Good shot. Killed the ref there. One of them anyways. See if we can win this face off. No, we can't. No surprise. Still can't win that all that frequently. Nice little rebound. Keep that on the outside. Dash in with Angus again. See if we can spring Rory. Let's go, bud. Yeah! Open up the short side here. Nice quick goal from Rory. Coming close to the end of this one, so hopefully we can keep this one locked as a 2-1. We're fine winning it that way. Of course, it'd be nice to add a little bit of a buffer. These last couple of seconds, they can really turn it on too, especially if they get a close one. There we go. That's all we needed. That dash is definitely helping on Angus. It's nice to have the versatility of speed on Angus and then still have the Tomahawk ability on either a Clementine or a Rory. But yeah, definitely helpful. Gives us some opportunities here that we wouldn't otherwise have to kind of create a little bit of chance, create a little bit of space. Still can't win that face-off, but we did end up winning the game. So seemingly not super difficult Act 1 playthrough here on Expert. We were still outshot, time on attack. Like, we're essentially just getting into their zone and bombing right now. So, oh, I keep forgetting that this is a 3-period game. Okay, so we have one more period to lock this down. Definitely a good thing then that we ended up getting that kind of bonus padding goal there, because this is gonna be another one down the stretch here that we're gonna kind of need. Again, so I used Head Smasher there, and you can see that it took the defender out, but like, I mean, without it, the puck bouncing a whole lot, I just don't see why that's beneficial. We weren't able to scoop up a rebound. It just doesn't really help, especially when it doesn't take people out, because I've used it before and it does not actually flatten the person. So I don't know why that is a beneficial skill at all. Let's see if we can. I'm still trying to pull Tomahawk out of this crowd here, but I can't. I just really wanted to use that to get a little bit of space there. Rory couldn't get a chance to shoot with him. Didn't expect that to go back to the point. Angus almost had a chance to pick that one up, but again, that body in front kind of kept that covered. Just trying to back into the zone here, take away some of the net, make it a little bit harder for them to shoot. Didn't want to pass that into my goalie. That got so screwed up. That goalie was, or that ref just got in our way. We could not clear that puck. Just like that, our lead's cut down to 1. Not a good thing. I definitely thought that was in, but we got lucky that that went up off the bottle, up over the glass now. I cannot believe that that goal went in, and that one went in, and just like that, the lead is evaporated here. Got a 3-all tie. Momentum is crazy in this game. It's been 3 seconds probably, and they have 3 straight goals, and we are just getting pounded on now. Like, I can't do anything to get the puck. See if we can get something back. Try and get it to Rory. 3 very good chances there, but to no avail. Puck is just caught up in the legs, can't do anything with it. Rory's skating around without a stick, which basically makes him useless because I don't even know what kind of deflection that was, and this game is going to hell very quickly. 5-3, we have 40 seconds left, which is time, but not much time. I just can't believe how quickly that all changed. Flick it to Rory. He had a chance again, but the goalie standing on his head. This one is just going to not do what we needed to do. Try and plug up this lane. But we need the puck going the other way here. Good chance. Oh, man. So we're going to have another failed attempt in Act 1 here. My 4th one today. So we were at least able to pick up a little bit of rubber on this one. I cannot believe how disastrous of a third period that was. Everything really did take a turn on that one kind of fluky goal where the ref would not get out of the way. We couldn't do anything to get the puck out to our people there. Passes were absolutely horrible compared to theirs. Shots were the same. Obviously, they beat us by 2 or 3 goals there, so pretty disheartening. Only a half an hour into this episode, so let's give one more run a go. How much rubber do we have at this point? 16, so we really can't do anything. If you're not doing multiple runs, you really do need to make it decently far into Act 2 on Expert now to be able to really be able to come back and make any sort of adjustments to your team. We're going to go ahead with Rory again because, again, as of everything that I've played this morning, we have not been able to make it farther than we have with Rory, so we're going to keep that going here. You can see, again, pretty decent selection of bench warmers here. Carlos Chico's red speed, that's hurtful. But there's only 1 red stat. As long as he's not a winger, I'm not too concerned, but I do want to get that speed addressed when we can. And just like this with Fossilized Star, bench warmers are going to get an additional 20 speed. That's a no-brainer for me. So we should be all good there. Everybody's going to be very, very balanced for us. Chico's is not going to have a red speed stat, which is helpful. I do think I saw that we're going to be facing Greasy Lettuce here. So this is either going to be a triumphant victory, or it is going to be just kind of falling in line with everything else that we've experienced with these guys so far today. That's not until our 2nd Elite game, so we do have a little bit of time to kind of get some talents here. Hopefully we're able to get some. We'll see how it goes. I still am trying to wrap my head around that officials loss there. That was such a rough one to lose. I just cannot believe how much better these guys are at picking off passes. Take that one, ref. I'm still salty. Oh, that was a good one. Lots of chances there, lots of rebound chances to clean that up. Hopefully we get a good talent off the hop here. Let's see what we get. Just want to keep steamrolling. I really want to make it into Act 2 because I've not been able to out of 4 separate playthroughs today. I cannot believe how little we have accomplished, especially with like minimal amounts of rubber that we're collecting. Rebound Magnet. I love this, but I want to continue with this speed game. We need speed right now. Let's do this by increasing the speed of our passes significantly. We'll put it on our quickest defender right now just because I would imagine we're going to be passing the most with them so far. So we have Brewster here. We're going to give him whatever that was, express delivery. Let's go back to the camp. continue to pump our guys with speed, so we got an additional 8 speed. We should be a fast team to play against. And just to confirm, it is Greasy Lettuce that we're playing in our second elite game, but first we have to get past Top Cheese here. I feel like they are the second hardest team to play. I feel like Meatballs, if you can kind of get past Adam Gravy, they are generally pretty easy, even on expert. But I've only played them once today, so we'll see. Like I said, I cannot believe how either bad I've been playing or how much these AI reworks have really affected expert gameplay. Because I feel like ever since this patch dropped, so essentially just playing through today, the game is much more difficult, and some things just don't work as well as they were. But again, keep putting this to the test here. Had a wicked shot there from Angus. Did nothing. I didn't expect to get possession of that puck. I was just trying to switch. Good for Rory getting in the lane here. Gonna take this back just to get a little bit of space. We can flick this up to Rory. Waiting to get pelted along the boards. I didn't want to stop up, but that's kind of what happened. Just can't actually get any room to do anything right now. You can see that they are burying that. They have that puck deflection thing too, or the Rebound Magnet. Rory was basically standing in the net to get that. I did not think we were going to get him the puck on time, but I'm glad we did. Trying to win this face up. We were able to squeak that one out somehow. Nice shot again. Had everybody in front of the net. You can see that the puck sometimes gets stuck like inside the glass and doesn't fall. You never really know if it's going to go up and over at that point or what's actually going on with it. That's kind of annoying too, but good shot from Rory. Again, missed Tomahawk opportunity there. We didn't miss it, it's just it did not do any damage to make these guys fall. It's really kind of hindering some of my defensive offensive ability there. Here we go, here we go. Throw it to Angus. Nice weak little shot, but it was a shot at least. Good shot again. Tried to deflect that, tried to get a little bit of a rebound, but to no avail. I didn't want to burn that dash like I did, but try and take Willie Bree out. Okay, we're going to take a 1-0 lead into the second period here, so obviously not as good as we were playing against the Meatballs. We're getting outshot. We had Meatballs mercied pretty early, I feel like, in the other elite game, but obviously not quite the same here. Rebound Magnet out to Willie Bree. He was able to bury that rebound. Can't blame him. He had the opportunity and he sunk it. All I'm trying to do as well. Got a couple of people trying to follow Cam around there. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but we really just got to bury. Nice shot from Rory, just a little inside the net, or inside the post, but whoa. Did not mean to miss that, obviously. Got some good couple of opportunities to check there, just couldn't actually bury anything. Rory tried to go backhand, could not. Still keeping this alive though. Another good shot from Rory up off the bar again. Can't win like that, but we're getting chances at least. Another good chance. A little weak one though from towards the back of the zone. Just trying to take away. We've got to make sure that we're on these rebounds, but it's pretty hard to try and control an entire team. I still feel like we just get all bunched up. Another Tomahawk there that did not do anything, but we did hit. Oh, that was a bad pass. I should have just waited. That one actually did something, which is always kind of nice to see. But again, we're left stickless here. Can't really have Rory involved in the play if he doesn't have a stick. Good shot from Angus, but it was too far and up and wide. Trying to take away their superstars. Okay. We were able to block that shot there, which is kind of nice. Pretty speedy here. I wanted to pass to Stu, but I did not think I was going to be able to without having the puck intercepted. Kind of ripping up the side here. So you can see again, we've done quite a few checks, but again, we're just not able to topple these guys. And like our checking isn't weak, so I just don't understand. So this one, we're gonna go to OT. It's a 1-1 game, gonna go to OT. They're still out shooting us by quite a bit, by 6. I feel like we have the puck a lot, but I just must be like really not good today. I don't feel like we've been playing bad at all. I feel like we have possession, we have chances. I missed that there. Thought the goalie was going to come out to play that, but he didn't. Stick didn't quite make it to Cam. They almost got that rebound. Probably would have buried it. Try and get around these guys a little bit there. Ooh, we got really, really lucky. But we were able to kind of dodge that defender a little bit. Angus, or Rory, I guess, was parked into the front of the net. I believe that must have been a deflection because I'm pretty sure it was Angus who shot that, but we'll take the 5 rubber. We need something to come back with. Who do we have? This 20 checking, an opponent will get thrown further. Let's try Sonic Slap. I feel like I'm using that more than Bone Crusher, especially because our checks, even with, like I said, with relatively high checking, even on our superstars, they don't seem to be doing too much. Let's see if we can get some space for Angus and see if we can knock surrounding players off. When he slap shots, we're going to pop in to this challenge game. See if we can pick up another talent here because we're desperately going to need it before we go into this game against the Greasy Lettuce. Really hoping that these guys don't slime us because, like I said, I have had a time with them today. They have not been fun to play at all. Did not want to slap that, but we got a chance anyways. A couple of deflections there on the way to the net. Don't need my goalie coming out to play that, but he will. Flip to Angus. Very nice he was able to get that rebound. I was hoping that he was going to stretch a little wider on that initial play, but he didn't. But we were able to get it anyways, nice and quickly. So nice to polish this one off here. See what we get for a talent. Hopefully it doesn't suck. We can do Sonic Slap again, which is better than the other two. We have not had very good options here for abilities and talents here. I'm going to put it on Rory just because I guess I'm feeling like I'm shooting with those two guys the most. Let's see how crazy these guys are. I'm not looking forward to this elite game at all because they have been pounding me into the ground. Again, the Greasy Lettuce team has been reworked slightly. Had some adjustments made with this most recent patch. Nothing that instinctively makes them better, but just some adjustments, I guess. And honestly, I just feel like they are so difficult for some reason, like unnecessarily. Like they almost sprung that already. I mean, mind you, it was a good play by Kelly Jelly. Obviously, she's just very fast, but their goalie is amazing every time. This is the team where I just pump full of shots. We actually get some time, we get some space, and they still just rock. Like, I ended up taking Rory out there. That might have been a good chance, but all of a sudden they're quicker than we are. Cannot get this. They're just a very fast team. Very, very, very fast team. And their goalie's amazing somehow. That one took out Kelly Jelly. We were not able to scoop that puck up. Trying to switch back to Chico's here so I can get something to maintain that rebound. Use dash. Kind of getting swarmed now. Oh. Be able to conk that guy on the head. Just trying to take away some of the net. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Rory. Good shot, but it was too far out. Did not generate a rebound, so that doesn't really help you too much. Oh, bad pass. They've got a couple of good chances here, actually, too. I'm surprised because, honestly, everything that they were shooting at one point was going in. It looked a lot like the game against the officials that last time we played, but nice little weak one there. Still made it through, though. Good one from Angus there. Just trying to help our goalie out. Taking away some of the net. 0-0. See what shots they're at just because. 10-8, so they're actually out shooting me. So I am just not playing well, I guess. I'm just trying to play slower because I feel like if I play fast, that's when I'm losing all my passes and stuff. So I think that's probably why I'm not shooting as much. But they are just very good. They are all over the ice checking, and they're able to take away our puck all the time. and they're just, again, very fast. You can see, like, are very quick to get in front of us. Got very lucky there. Nice little time and space shot. Stumple. Nice to be able to get that one early. Crank that slappy from Rory. Obviously clock the bottle off up and over the glass. Kind of flat-footed here. I'm so glad that didn't go in. I don't know how he even had a chance to get a shot like that, but we're just getting swarmed now. You could tell that play was not going our way just based on that one shot where I don't know how that was even close. But again, they're just swarming. Like, they're all over us. Rory again, very nice little turnaround slap shot. I feel like with the goalies right now, you can't really get anything by them on just standard shots now. You almost have to be able to put a play together, and I hate just one-timing everything in. That was one thing that really kind of was annoying about NHL games, is basically if you could connect a one-timer, you were always scoring, and like general shots are much less likely to go in. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, it doesn't really give you a whole lot of options for playing a game like this. That was a super sweet play. Just, again, an unfortunate series of bounces here. 2-2 very quickly. We got 48 seconds left. See if we can capitalize on something here. Again, I feel like they've probably outplayed us and outshot us this period, but we'll see. I can't get passes anywhere to spring anybody because they are everywhere. Again, just a terrible pass from the goalie. I control the goalie, so I understand it's a bad pass for me, but like, man, the game is just happening so fast. Nice one from Angus, just a little floaty through. Nice to be able to beat the pad there. We're back to 3-3, another very quick one. After a pretty uneventful first period, I can't get passes through to my people still. Nice to be able to take Calvin out, but I cannot seem to complete passes on my guys here. This goalie is definitely not doing as well as he has against me in the past. Again, very clearly, if I'm being able to score a couple on him, it's super nice. Nice to be able to get that Tomahawk there, but we got 3 guys on this, and they were still able to maintain possession of the puck there. Trying to not lose this puck, and it's like every time I pass, there's somebody there with a stick in the way to be able to get possession of it. So 23-14, we're getting buried. I didn't even see what my pass percentage was, but there's no way it's good. I just don't understand. Like, these guys are all over the ice. They are all over everything, everywhere, all the time. Let's go, Rory. Put it up to Stu. Good chance, good chance. Trying to get to Angus so I can, there we go. Back up to Rory. Definitely thought I was gonna, nice shot from Angus. Oh, we gotta get in front of Calvin. Ooh, that was close. These guys are just ripping shots now. I was trying to pass back because I knew, oh wow. That Tomahawk sunk me. Oh, God. It just demolished 2 of our guys in front there. I don't even know what happened. Oh, brutal. And then obviously Rory without stick. Could not do anything. It was essentially a 5-on-2 there. Greasy lettuce. I don't remember the last time we beat these guys, but we are in tough against them. We were in so tough. They played so well. Passes were way higher. Time on attack way higher. Shots were insane. We're going to give one more go. Obviously, we're not having any success with Rory right now, so let's put him to the side for now. We have Dash and Tomahawk. If we're going to be putting Rory to the side, I want to be able to use Tomahawk on Angus. Now the problem becomes, I was kind of hoping to have Kelly as an option, honestly, but we're going to go through and we're going to try Calvin Dord for the second time ever. I like the idea of his accuracy. I don't care so much about the checking, and I really don't care for his ability because the last time I was trying to use it, I was not able to do anything with it. We have very balanced bench warmers, so I can't really complain. Not a single red stat, so it is what it is. We'll see how we go here. As much as I love Whistle of Time, I have to try and get our Benchwarmer some shooting abilities here off the hop. So we're going to get essentially 3 talents for the price of 1 artifact here. So let's see what we get. I'm just going to pop into our lineup really quickly and see what these guys got. So this is the charge shot, the trick shot, which is up and down shots. I still don't know what that means. And then we get the additional accuracy from ripping from the point. So that's pretty cool. I want Kirby though as our winger. If I remember, we're going to try and use him like we did Stevie Lauder and bring him into the zone and just kind of clap bombs from the line as opposed to relying on our defenders to do that. But I really want a speedy winger for right now. He just happens to be our quickest bench warmer here. So I'm going to pop back into a challenge game, restart this one from the beginning. As you can tell, I've been having a rough go on this one today. Very rough go. Haven't even seen Act 2, much less be able to get through one of their elite games. I feel like the patch made this game so much harder. Maybe it didn't. It could just be my state of mind today. I'm not sure. No real reason for it to be that way, but something's not right here. So you can see with this yo-yo ability, I'm pretty sure that what you have to do is actually, you must have to shoot after it. I was trying to just use it as like a way to kind of get a little space from people. You essentially hit Y and it shoots the puck out on like a string, and then you hit Y again and it comes back. But I'm pretty sure that you have to actually shoot it off of that. You're basically like timing your own one-timer, if I kind of understood that correctly the last time. But getting a couple of good shots, but it's just getting all blocked in front of the net here. Trying to take these guys out. See if we can flip. I knew that wasn't going to happen. Couldn't get Calvin open at all. Just take away some of the front of the net there. Calvin again. Oh. Good foot on that one. It's going to be a really bad playthrough if we're not able to get a talent off the beginning, I'll tell you that much. A little rip from Angus. Tomahawk that completely missed. I can't switch back to any of these guys playing defense right now. Okay, so that time it actually worked as I remember it. Like, I didn't have to shoot that time. It was actually to just I was able to maintain possession, but like the one time I was trying it, it did not work that way in one of the games, so. Oof. Good slap there. Keep shooting. Oh my. Good little rebound there. Perfect. See what we get for a talent here. 7-1 for shots. Haven't had the opportunity to use Enraged in a little while, so let's go ahead and pick this. We're going to put it on our best guy, Angus. Every time he gets back up after being knocked down, the guy is going to be fuming mad. We're going to just try and plug up these talents. Uh-oh. Okay, Call of the Wild. I'm not sure. Oh, we have had this one, but it's been a little while. So from now on, opponents close to Angus with the puck will flee him and miss the net. Awesome. With that, I'm almost... Oh, we're against Greasy Lettuce again. Okay. Okay. This is either going to cap off this episode, or it's going to be a springboard to hopefully get us to Act 2. We're going to find out very quickly. See if Greasy Lettuce keeps up their hot streak, because I'm telling you, these guys are so hard right now. That was it was so close to being in yet again. Like this one, I feel like yo-yo never works in elite games like it does the challenge. Like you basically have to shoot as soon as you use the yo-yo, whereas you're able to in challenge games. You can see there what we're talking about, the patch notes. It kind of locked us in that slap shot animation for a while even still. Good shot. Missed Tomahawk. That's not going to get you a win. Trying to take away that space in the net. These guys are just so fast. Good couple of shots. Trying to keep possession of the puck here, but I'm just getting surrounded. Like, I can't even spin. Look at all the passes these guys are making. Holy, what are you supposed to do with that? The guys are not fast enough to be able to take these guys on so early. I just don't understand why these guys are so hard for an elite team compared to like Meatballs or whatever. That was a bad pass on my part, but like at the same time, they were going to bury us anyways, you could just tell. 2 quick ones there. They are so fast on the puck. I'm just trying to play this thing out so we have a little bit of a chance here, but shot from Calvin, 84 accuracy, I think. And again, I know that doesn't really constitute shot power, but nice little chance there using that yo-yo ability, but can't check these guys at all again because they're so fast and they're so hard to catch up to. He's going to get space. We were able to take that one away, which is nice, but you can see with that yo-yo, tried bringing it back to us and it just went right past us again. So very hard skill to use for sure. They are lighting us up on this one, 17-5. I just don't understand what it is against these guys. Shot there. Oh man. And we're left chasing the puck again, but it's so hard because my guys want to go back to the defensive zone and these guys are just so fast. Check there that didn't do anything. What else do we got? I don't even know how they were able to get that one in, but 3-0. This looks like it's going to be the end of our run here again. Coming at the hands of Greasy Lettuce as per usual. I do not get excited seeing these guys. I felt like I never, ever, ever really played them, and now they are all I play. And it sucks too, having it be the first elite game because we don't even really get a chance to stack up some talents and stuff to be able to get a chance. Like, my guys, how are we missing everything? Tomahawk, I mean, it didn't even take my own guy down, which is kind of nice, but it's just not working. Yo-yo went right through me again, even after I tried to shoot on that one. Oh my god. The first chance that we've had all period and it still just went into legs. Oh, blocked again. Tomahawk did something finally. Not gonna matter though. Close chance by Calvin, but again, we're going to suffer a loss at the hands of Greasy Lettuce. I cannot beat these guys. I honestly don't remember the last time I beat them, but they're just so good compared to any of the other elite teams. 23-7. Like, they're harder than the officials, and the officials actually have a bunch of things to help them win the game. And they are like a 6-on-5 essentially, but very clearly today is not a day for tape the tape. Hopefully, you guys probably aren't still watching this one. If you are, hopefully you enjoyed my misery there. That was a tough couple of runs, and honestly, like, I mean, even with the ones that we didn't get a chance to have recorded this morning, it has been a tough 5 straight here. Very quick runs that I've essentially tried 5 separate runs here through. The farthest I've made is the officials boss game. Ever since this patch came out, like I said, it just feels so much more difficult. I don't know if I'm just not adjusted to something yet or what the deal is. If something in this patch actually made the game more difficult and I just kind of missed it or mistook what the actual patch notes were saying, but definitely not easy by any means. So hopefully have some better luck when we pick this game up tomorrow. I can only hope, because these are basically failed runs that unless you're collecting rubber, you really can't stand a chance to progress any further. It might be that we have to kind of farm standard a little bit to get some more rubber so we can continue to pump Angus and then retry expert when we get some more chance there. Again, I think we'll give expert one more go and just see how that goes. Otherwise, if it's a very early exit next one, we'll probably start to farm standard just to hopefully bring back some points. Maybe try out a couple of new skills because these ones aren't working. Again, we'll have to kind of see. But if you like this video, if you enjoyed kind of what we're doing at Friendly Frenzy Games here, definitely give this video a like. Drop a comment. If there's something that I'm missing, if there's any tips or tricks that you might think will help us progress further through this, definitely let me know in the comments. Otherwise, hit the subscribe button. We've got many more videos coming. We've also got a lot of other games that we kind of play on our channel here. Many more to come also. Super appreciate everybody's support, your time, and engagement with us. We will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day.